Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nursyahria Aqila Binti Ramli, and in this video I'm gonna explain about the codes for my program, which is face recognition. First, we need to import all the necessary interpreters for the face recognition, which is import CV2, NumPy, SNP face recognition, and import OS. Before that, we need to add the interpreter. In this interpreter, what we have to install is CV, glib, open CV Python, and face recognition, where it is necessary to install this if you want to make a face recognition program. Then we create a directory for the data of our picture that we need to compare, and then name the folder as family image. This is the picture of the family, my family members. And then create a new file, Python, as record.py. And then we import CV2, NumPy, face recognition, and OS. Import OS is to find the number of image it has, and to import them, and to find the encoding for them, for the picture. Then the first step is import image and convert it into RGB. Okay, we need to create a path that can automatically take from the folder of the family image to be recognized automatically, to grab the data from here to run the code. Basically a list that we get the image from the folder automatically, and then we put it into array list as image, and then we name it as class name. Then write my list equal to os.list direction bracket path, where it gonna take the image in the folder, grab the image in the folder, the direction of the path. Next is for CL in my list is for importing the image. So the current image equal cv2.imread in a bracket of our path just now, and the class name, which is CL. We use imread because it came with the OpenCV, the usual reading code. And then we append the image, and we append the class name. In a bracket os.path.split text. The split text is because we just gonna take the name only, and we're gonna exclude the format, which is JPEG. So later in the output it will only display the name and the profession. Okay, then for the encoding process, define find encodings for the image. Encode list equal to none, which is we create an empty list for the encoding later at the end. Then for image, in image is for to look for each of every image, and then we convert the image into the RGB, and then we encode equal to face recognition dot face encoding in a bracket for the image. This is to find encoding, the function to find the encoding, and then we append the encode list. Then we return encode list. Next is for encode list known equal find encodings and a bracket image for the image, where this code is for to call the function for the known faces, which are the encode list before. And then we print encoding complete. Next, to find the matches between encoding. So where we compare the known faces to the faces where we don't have the picture for comparing between the faces. So we're gonna take it from the webcam. So cap equal to cv2.video capture is for initializing the webcam. Next, while true for to get each frame. Success, image equal cap.read will give the image. And image as equal cv2.resize bracket image, and we're gonna give the value to none, and the scale is 0.25. Image as is to resize the picture to the smaller size for the speeding process. So the process is going to be more faster. And then we import the image to RGB. Next, to find the encoding to the webcam. Face's current image equal face recognition dot face location. So for face current frame, we take it from the face recognition and face location from the image as, and then we for the encode's current frame equal to face recognition dot face encoding, where the value is image as and face's current frame. Then to find the matches, retrace all the faces in current frame and comparing the face with all the encoding. For encode face, face location in zip and bracket encodes current frame, faces current frame, where we take it from encode current frame and faces current frame for the encoding. For the match retrace, why we use zip is for we want it to be into the same loop. So what basically these codes are doing is to grab one face location from the face's current frame, and then to do matches equal to face recognition dot compare faces bracket encode list known and encode face. We take it from the encode list known and encode face for the matching. And then for the face distance equal face recognition dot face distance. Also the value also we grab from the encode list known and encode face. It is to find the lowest distance for a best match. And then we match the index. Match index equal np.argmin and a bracket face distance. So we know which person to compare. I mean which person that it will recognize. And then if matches, the name will be equal to class name match index to upper. Upper is because the name will appear in uppercase. If face distance equal match index, smaller than 0, the value of 0.50, and we get name equal to class name match index to upper. Else, if the webcam can recognize the class name, it will appear as unidentifying, do not enter. So y we print the name, and y1 x2 y2 x1 equal to face location, where this is for the face location, and then y1 x2 y2 x1 equal to y1 times 4, where this time 4 is because we want it to be matched to the picture face, so we need to times it with 4 so it get bigger. And then cv2 dot rectangle bracket image, and this is the file location, the face location, and then we gonna make the rectangle where it appear around the face in a purple color, which is 255, 0, 255, and the thickness is 2. It is bounding box faces, and to write the name. Then cv2 dot rectangle image, the face location also, cv2 dot fill, and then cv2 dot put text image name cv2, and font Hershey complex is for the text that you put into the rectangle. And then the last step is cv2.imshow webcam image, where we initialize the webcam and the image, and then cv2.wait-key, and then you're gonna run the code. Then if you can see, after we run the code, it's gonna appear as my face. It's identify my face. And if I show an identified person, and this is my family members, and as you can see, it is unidentified, so it gives you a warning, do not enter. So that's all from me. Thank you.